Hey, loves, when someone says, "I'm at peace with myself," most people picture a woman who's got it all together, like she's reached some perfect, untouchable place. But that's not it at all. For a woman, peace isn't a destination. It's a gentle, living relationship she's built with her own inner world. And once that relationship is there, it changes everything. How she dates, how she handles conflict, how she communicates, how she loves. Today, I want to show you what being truly at peace actually looks like for a woman, why it can feel so confusing to the men around her, and what it quietly invites from a partner. Let's get into it. Section 1. Peace is not emotional detachment. One of the biggest misunderstandings is thinking peace means she's numb or detached. It doesn't. A woman at peace still feels everything: desire, disappointment, joy, grief, the deep pull of attachment. She feels it all. What's different is how she holds those feelings. She doesn't panic inside them anymore. She doesn't have to spill them out right away just to feel safe again. That's why she might pause before she answers. Why she doesn't jump into an argument. Why she doesn't escalate when something feels off. To someone who isn't used to this kind of emotional regulation, her calm can feel like distance. But really, it's beautiful self-containment. Section 2. Why peace can feel like withdrawal to men. When a woman stops being emotionally reactive, the whole dynamic shifts. She no longer chases conversations that lead nowhere. She stops repeating the same feeling in 10 different ways. She stops begging to be understood by someone who isn't even curious. And very often, this gets labeled as pulling away. But it's not withdrawal, it's alignment. She's quietly noticing, how does my body feel around this person? Does talking actually bring clarity, or just more confusion? Is the effort coming from both sides, or just me? Peace turns her into an observer of patterns. She's not testing you, she's protecting her peace. Section 3. Peace and boundaries, the quiet shift. A woman at peace sets boundaries in the softest way. No big dramatic scenes, no ultimatums, usually no long speeches. She simply stops overgiving. She responds instead of reacting. She chooses when to lean in and when to step back. If you're used to intensity being the proof someone cares, this can feel unsettling, but intensity isn't intimacy. Peace lets her stay fully present without ever abandoning herself. Section 4. How peace changes what she looks for in a partner. Once a woman is no longer emotionally dysregulated, she stops bonding through chaos. She no longer mistakes emotional roller coasters for deep connection. Instead, she starts craving emotional steadiness. Real follow-through. Someone who can stay calm and kind even when things get tense. A nervous system that feels safe next to hers. She doesn't need constant reassurance anymore, but she does need consistency. And to a peaceful woman, inconsistency feels incredibly loud. Section 5. Why she no longer argues the same way. You might notice she doesn't fight to win anymore, not because she stopped caring, but because she knows understanding can't be forced. She's still open to talk. She's still open to listen. But she's done trying to convince someone to care. Peace has taught her that endless emotional labor isn't love. Section 6. What peace quietly asks of you. Being with a woman at peace doesn't mean you have to be perfect. It just asks for presence. It asks for emotional honesty, even when it's messy. Calm leadership instead of defensiveness. Curiosity instead of control. Accountability without spiraling into shame. She doesn't need you to fix her feelings. She needs you to respect them. And because she no longer raises her voice to be heard, she quietly watches whether you listen when she speaks softly. Section 7. The truth most people miss. Here's the part so many miss. A woman at peace isn't closed off. She's actually more open than ever, just selective. Her softness is still there. Her depth is still there. The only thing that's gone is the chaos that used to feel so familiar. Peace doesn't make her harder to love. It just raises the standard of how she wants to be loved. Closing. So the next time a woman tells you she's at peace with herself, she's not pushing you away. She's gently letting you know the bar for connection has shifted. Not higher in a harsh way, not louder, just clearer. And when you're ready for that kind of clarity, it's one of the most grounding, beautiful things you'll ever experience. Look softly at camera. Understanding women doesn't start with trying to decode every behavior. It starts with learning to respect emotional stability when you see it. Thank you for watching, loves. If this resonated, let me know in the comments. What part felt most true for you? See you in the next one.